Making a roux from scratch doesn't have to be that hard or complicated. In fact, once you master the basic steps, you'll be able to easily whip up a white or a blonde roux to thicken creamy sauces, or a dark chocolate brown roux to add tons of flavor to your favorite Cajun gumbo. Hey there, I'm Lena Brazil from Evolving Table, and today we're doing a quick kitchen tip that will teach you how to make a roux from scratch. To make a homemade roux, you'll first want to start with equal parts fat and flour. But not just any flour will do. Regular all-purpose flour works the best, and you can either use bleached or unbleached. Some gluten-free all-purpose blends will work, like this one, while others will have difficulty thickening up. I learned this the hard way when batch after batch of my roux just kept coming out super running. So if you're having a difficult time getting your roux to thicken up, just know that it's not you. It might just be the type of flour that you're using. And now for the fat. You can either choose to use butter, oil, or any other type of animal fat, such as bacon drippings or sausage grease. Place a saucepan, skillet, or Dutch oven over medium-low heat. The larger the pot, the more quickly it will cook up, and the more closely you'll need to watch it so it doesn't burn. Add half a cup of butter or oil. Wait for it to melt and start to sizzle. Sprinkle in half a cup of flour and begin stirring immediately. You can either use a wire whisk if making your roux in a metal pot, or a wooden spoon if you're cooking it in a ceramic coated one. You'll notice the roux start to thicken up rather quickly. Keep stirring constantly at this point to prevent it from burning. After about 1 minute of cooking, you now have a white roux. This is great to use as a thickener for soups and sauces. The roux will start to thin out slightly after a few minutes, and you can slow down how often you're stirring it. Once every minute or two is sufficient. After 3 to 5 minutes, you will have what's called a blonde roux. This can be used to make creamy and lightly colored sauces, such as a bechamel or a sausage gravy. To get a darker colored roux, continue cooking it for another 5 to 25 minutes. After 10 to 15 minutes of cooking, you will have a light brown roux. The lighter the color, the more thickening power the roux will have. But if you want a really rich flavor, like in a homemade gumbo recipe, you'll want to keep cooking it until you get a dark chocolate brown color. To get that, continue simmering and stirring for another 10 minutes, totaling about 20 to 30 minutes. Your roux will continue to get really dark and develop a ton of flavor the longer you cook it. If you have the time, you can even cook your roux for up to an hour. Store any leftover roux in an airtight container in the refrigerator for up to a month. Or you can use it up in this shrimp and sausage gumbo. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one.